Shalom, giving all praise to Yahawah, Sham, Qadash. Shalom to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect out there. Shalom. Anyway, I'm going to entitle this video, Nothing Happens by Accident. It was planned that way. And that's a shortened version of a statement, a quote that FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, made. And this is the whole quote. In politics, nothing happens by accident. If it happens, you can bet it was planned that way. And that's prophecy in the scriptures. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm gonna add this to the title. Moses and David were one and the same. Moses and David were one and the same. Reincarnation. Someone asked the question. I did a recent video and I mentioned that, and somebody had asked a question. I'm not going to go to it. Saying that I understand that Yahawashi was Solomon and Adam and Melchizedek, but Solomon and Yahawashi, they were all Judites. What I don't understand is, how can Moses come back as David when Moses was a Levite and David was a Judite? Well, it's very simple. You can come back in another tribe if the Most High sets it up that way. But you come back in the nation. You don't come back. You're not an Israelite man, then you come back as a woman, or you don't come back as a woman, or you don't come back as a dog or a cow. You come back as another Israelite man. If you were an Israelite man, you come back as an Israelite man. The prophet Daniel speaks about being in his lot, in his position. Now, Daniel being a Judite could come back as a Levite, come back as a Gadite. Samson being of the tribe of Dan, because the tribe of Dan as a people is not done away with. It doesn't mention what happened to Dan if you go to Revelation chapter 7. It leaves out Dan. So this is something, or a question, that we have to ask ourselves and say, well, 1 Corinthians chapter 13 speaks about we see through a glass darkly. Hope I quoted that right. Meaning, like myself, I don't know who I am. I don't know who any Barak, Apostle Barak, anybody, any of you men. If you endure to the end and you're one of the elite, one of the elect, you're going to make it because you were doing this work back in the past. You're not going to fall off. The guys that fell out through the years, I'm talking about in GMS, they went back in the world, they fell out, they never went back, they never spoke, they just went back, being a Baptist or being a Kemetic, following the ways of the Kemetic ways or whatever. You were never one of the elect. You were an Israelite, you're going to come back in the kingdom. But yes, you can come back as, you can be one tribe, you can be of the tribe of Gad, and you can come back as being of the tribe of Judah, or Levi, or Naphtali. But anyway, so let me read this again. in politics, and everything is politics. Nothing happens by accident. If it happens, you can bet it was planned that way. Now there's I'm gonna have the book on it, which speaks about the 3 world wars, the Pike-Muzzini plan of the 3 world wars, and that these wars, World War I from 1914 to 1919, going into 1920, to World War II in the early 40s to the mid 40s, and World War III being a war fomented by the elements of people of the Middle East, the small hats, the Jays, the various Arab nations. That war is going to be sparked off of the conflict in the Middle East. So now you have people that say that well, they just made it up. They just kind of figured it out. And I don't know. We'll find out. But we do know that it's in the scriptures. It speaks about the first woe, the second woe, and the third woe in Revelation chapter 9, Revelation chapter 11. What is it? Revelation chapter 9 and Revelation chapter 11. And Revelation chapter 8. Behold, there cometh 3 more woes after. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and get that. Bear with me for a minute. Oh, by the way, this is a snapshot taken of it's called A Rough Guide to Hell. And this is from The Economist, 2012 edition. Oh, then you had right here Revelation. This is Revelation chapter 6 in The Economist magazine 2019. And as you can see, you see the 4 horsemen right here. So if Esau kind of made it up and made it happen, well, ultimately it's happening because the Most High ultimately made World War I, World War II happen, and soon to be World War III. So the Most High, Yahawah, Bashem, Yahawashi, Bashem, Rawchaa, Qadash is setting up this man, the E, up beautifully. Okay, this right here is Asha Yasha Allah comment Shalom, Elder Apostle Tahar. I was wondering if you could break down for me Micah 5:3-6 as to what's that's going into, since I'm not exactly sure what it's going. Baba Kosha. Okay, Micah 5:3-6. Let's look at it. Micah 5:3-6. Or 3-6. Right, that's talking about, matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? Let me do this. Let me do this. And we went through this before. This was never, we never went through this when I was back with the, right, like right here it says this is talking about Yahawashi. Right, this is covering. Now the numbers right here. It says, give me a second. It says, then shall arise against him 7 shepherds and 8 principal men, which is 7, 7, 14, 15 men. This was never broken down to us. It's just talking about men coming together. You don't got to get bogged down in these exact numbers. The Most High is not dealing with exact numbers. Like I said, this was never broken down to us at the main school, but we do know that, and I'm familiar with this scripture, but we do know that when the Most High brings down a nation that took over the Israelites, the Most High sets up a man or men. So if you go, we know Assyria is talking about America, twofold, ancient, the actual Assyria, and America is also known as Assyria or the Assyrians. Nimrod, we know that's talking about within the Great Levant. Now right here, we know that this is bringing it up to date. We know that this is talking about now. This is coming to pass. All hell is going to break loose. So you don't got to get all bogged into the numbers of 15 men, because we know principally it's 12 men. Then you got the rest of the 144,000. But I may come back and go a little deeper into this. Okay, let me get back into this. But that's a good question. I remember there was a lot of things that we didn't learn, so we got to go through the spirit to break it down. Like I said, don't get messed up with the numbers. It was a former thing where we got another event. Is Zerubbabel, Joshua the high priest, and you had the fathers, the heads, that were building Jerusalem, and the people wanted to come against. It doesn't give you an exact number, but we know that the principal men was Zerubbabel and Joshua the high priest, which have come back as, Zerubbabel come back as a prophet. Joshua the high priest has come back as a prophet. Remember what Lot said. I mean, not Lot. Daniel said, coming back in his lot. So we're here. Hey, if I continue to the end, and the men of GMS and even of the other camps that are truly sincere, in the Most High, then we would have to be those men coming back into that. But I'm going to go into this again. I'm going to do, in time, I'll do a whole lesson on this. And when you read from the top, it says birth of the king in Bethlehem. So we know that this is talking about Yahawashi. Anyway, let's go from here to it's beautiful how the Lord is having this all play out, Shalom, and it's playing out. Habakkuk 2. If it tarry, wait for it. For it shall not tarry, it shall surely come. We're in the fulfillment of what Habakkuk said. And this is a part of it. And if you go, let me do this. Like if you open this up, okay, this is supposed to be Putin, and this is supposed to be hell. That's Kim. She's China over here. You see what this is all about, and they're guzzling down oil. And this is the devil orchestrating everything. So they're saying all of them is burning in hell. Well, hold on. Let me get a little bit closer. These are all devils. It says hacker center. These are supposed to be hackers. Oh, this right here is supposed to be Obama. He's on a little boat called Pride, and he's sailing right into hell. Nothing happens by accident. It was planned that way. So we don't got to push nothing. The majority of the planet, for the most part, are taking the side of the Palestinian people. That's why they demonize you if you have a job, a good job, a prominent job in the U.S., and you say something even close to saying that you follow the Palestinians, they demonize you. They'll fire you from your job. And that's all about control. That's why they ask people, what side do you take? Like you got to take a side. I take the side of prophecy. This is all prophecy. all these prophecies, and we can see it taking place. We can see it coming to pass. Every last prophecy in the scriptures, in the Bible, are coming to pass and will come to pass completely. And this man coming in the power 1,000 years later to take us down is ludicrous. We've been going over that. Now another scripture, it says in Revelation, I'm sorry, Daniel, and I went through this, Daniel 7 verse 18. It says the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and forever. That means nobody's going to raise up against us. Affliction shall not rise up a second time. I'm paraphrasing Nahum 1 and 9. Isaiah chapter 2 verse 2, as you read down, I believe it's the 4th verse, it says, nations shall not learn war anymore. So we're going to be over these people. They're not going to rise up. That was bullshit. And I hope Bishop Netanyahu swallows his pride and breaks it down the right way. Because he can't say, well, I didn't know. I thought I was breaking out. Now you know, because we here at GMS corrected you. Scriptures speak about rebuke. So he clearly went off. Just like he went off on the doctrine that the hell thing. The lake of fire is hell. He's just trying to come off sounding deep. Anyway, you know what I'm going to do? Let me go to Jeremiah 50. And the last verse I read, the last video I did on Jeremiah 50 was from the first verse to the 16th verse. So I'm going to read a couple of verses, then I'll end it. I really didn't plan anything, so 50. We're in the time of prophecy, so we got to go through these. Oh, these brothers that fall off, because they're not mixed with faith. Hebrews 4. They're not mixed with faith, because they don't study. They don't go over these things. Got guys, well, I don't see nothing happening. Well, I see everything happening. Every time I turn around, I see a prophecy coming to pass. And any Israelite that's still debunking the charagma thing, you either took the bag or the Most High just blinded you to that, or Satan got you. So we're going to read a couple of verses, then I'm going to close up. I didn't have anything planned, so. Israel is a scattered sheep. Literally, the lions have driven him away. First, the king of Assyria. The king of Assyria took who? The northern kingdom. And then the southern kingdom was eventually taken away. Has devoured him. And last, this Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, have broken his bones. They were brutal. These nations were brutal against us. So we're going to be brutal against them. It says, therefore, thus saith Yahawah of hosts, the power of Israel, behold, I will punish the king of Babylon and his land, and as I have punished the king of Assyria. And we know that this is talking about the America. Babylon is America. Assyria is also America. Now, like I said, we know there's an ancient Babylon and an ancient Assyria. And I will bring Israel again to his habitation. This is getting ready to happen. And he shall feed on Carmel, that's the kingdom in Bashan, and his soul shall be satisfied upon Mount Ephraim and Gilead. That's all the tribes going back to their lands. And Judah is going to take, or the house of David is going to take the land of Edom, because Edom's going to be scattered among the Israelites, being slaves. And then they're going to be, they're not going to have no land, because Isaiah 14, because after 1,000 years we're going to gather them up and burn them. So how in the hell are they going to come together against us? First of all, I'm watching Al Jazeera English, and these people are catching hell. These Palestinians are catching hell. You got this woman, she got something over her eye. They got babies dying. They're starving. The IDF, the Israel Defense Forces, are doing this with no mercy, man. And they're calling for Allah. I mean, it's a bloodbath, man. They don't care about the women. They don't care about the children. They got a little baby all patched up. These people have no mercy. You got one guy dead. He's just laying out dead. And some of them, another guy laid out dead. A baby laid out dead. Ooh, a man and a woman, a baby, a toddler dead. This is a damn shame. And these are civilians. And they should question, where's Allah? They prayed for Allah, and who Allah? Yeah, these wars and these troubles are going to escalate, man. Here's a man kissing on a little baby's hand, crying. This is from Al Jazeera English. Which is a YouTube. What I'll do is I'll cast it onto my my big screen. Even CNN is kind of, they're kind of pissed off too. This is because they're asking for a ceasefire. But this is prophecy. What side do you take, Apostle Tahar? I take the side of the Most High. I take the side of prophecy. This is just prophecy being fulfilled. Wait a minute. For Book of Samuel 15 now. Amalek. Ooh, wait a minute. They said, now go and strike Amalek and devour to destroy. They just pulled up a precept, man. Let me bring that back. They're pulling out scriptures, man. I'm sorry. Let me bring this back. Sorry about that. Trying to bring this back. I want to read that scripture. Didn't say. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I'm trying to find that precept that they put up. But it did mention Amalek. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and find it. So I'm going to change direction. It says something about, it didn't say it was 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel. Let me go to 1 Samuel 15. Oh, okay. So now, I believe it was Netanyahu. I got the sound down. I guess he's quoting 1 Samuel 15, verse 2. It says, "Thus saith the Lord of hosts, I remember that which Amalek did to Israel, how he laid wait for him in the way when he came up from Egypt. Now go and smite Amalek." So I had the sound off, but I believe this guy Netanyahu was quoting this, saying that these people that they're fighting are Amalek, and they got to destroy them because they're saying that they're Israel. Let me do this. Let me do it this way. I'm going to close in a little bit, because now that there's a whole lot of stuff coming in my mind, I'm all over the place in my mind. I just want to go, I want to do something. Netanyahu, 1 Samuel 15 and 2. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, Netanyahu declares a holy war of annihilation on civilians. This is Samuel chapter 15 said to Saul. So they, like I said, they believe that they're the Israelites, so they're calling the Palestinians Amalek. This is October 29th. Prime Minister Netanyahu invokes Amalek theory to justify Gaza killings. So he's saying, look, yeah, we're killing babies, we're killing women, we're killing pregnant women. But the Lord said for us to do that. Saul didn't do it, so he's saying that he's got to do it. They shall seek to establish their vision, but they shall fail. Daniel 11. Here it is again. Netanyahu said, you must remember what Amalek, I remember that which Amalek did to Israel. Now go and smite Amalek and utterly. So he's saying you can't come against us because the Most High wants us to smite these people. And the Palestinians are not Amalek. So he's not backing down, man. So he just admitted that, look, we ain't doing nothing wrong in killing babies, killing women, and Gaza, the side of Gaza, the Palestinian authorities are saying they're pleading for a ceasefire because too many civilians are being killed. So his response is, so what? The Most High told us to kill them. So he just admitted it, man. He's admitting that, yeah, we're killing babies, we're killing pregnant women, we're killing old people. But the Most High told us to kill them. Like the Most High told Israel to utterly smite the Canaanites. So let me come back over here, and then I'm going to close. Let me see this here, okay. It says, now go and smite Amalek and utterly destroy all that they have and spare them not, but slay both. Listen at this. He's invoking this scripture right here. But slay both man and woman, infant and suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass, which is a slaughter. So Netanyahu is saying, what the hell is an international community in the UN telling me what I can or cannot do? He's saying that God himself told him to smite them, man. You just read it. It says destroy all that they have and spare them not, but slay or kill both men and women, meaning civilians, infant and suckling, ox and sheep, camel and ass. So guess what? The international community is kind of backing off there. So well, he does have a point there. The Most High God did tell him to do that. That ain't talking about you, because you're not one of us. And the Palestinians are not Amalekites. You guys are actually the Amalekites. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom.